everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a footprint flower pot. You will need to get any size pot will do. It depends really on whether you're doing a baby's foot or a toddler's, but I like this medium size pot. I think it comes out pretty nice. It's not too small and it's not too big. So you're just going to want to cover the entire pot with one coat and just get all the nooks and crannies, and it's not going to look good at first. You'll see what I mean. It's not going to look like it's really taking the paint, but I can guarantee you that it'll work. I mean, I even got this cheap paint from Hobby Lobby. It's called Art Time Tempera paint. And you just have to shake it pretty good before you use it, and it comes out pretty good. So I did the inside of the pot too, because even when you put flowers in it, you're still going to see some of the inside. I didn't do the entire inside, but then I did do a second coat, and I let it dry for a few hours before I did the second coat. You want to make sure that it is completely dry, otherwise it will start clumping. So then once you get the second coat, I suggest letting it sit overnight. That's what I did, and then you just get your other paint out, and this is where the magic happens. You're gonna want to do your butterfly footprint. So get a little person and coat their foot pretty good. You don't want to put it on where it's where there's too much. A really good point to mention here is you really want to, less is more. You definitely want to get the foot completely covered, and I'm not doing a great job showing it right now, but cover all the toes and everything, and when you're pushing, push down really nice on the toes when you put it on the pot. Otherwise you will end up with toes missing. So here I'm going to do the middle of the butterfly, and I would suggest practicing this on paper first, especially if you're not very good at drawing. It's really not that hard, but I do practice with pencil on the pot before I actually commit with a Sharpie marker. So here I am just making sure that that's exactly how I want it. And the good thing about this project is that if you goof up, you can always paint over what you mess up. In fact, the first time around when I did this, and I've done it before, but for this video, the footprints were off because my son, I actually used my son for these prints, but he wasn't very happy, so they didn't come out great, so I had to paint over them and do them again. So don't be discouraged, it doesn't take that long to redo it. So here is the body of the butterfly. And now I'm just going to touch up paint everything and make sure that if there's anything that doesn't look right, I'm just getting it real good. And then the ribbon part, this is optional. This I got just to add some things special to it, just a little something extra. And I use a hot glue gun, and you really don't need to use a lot. Again, less is more. You don't want to pound it on because you really can see bumps if you put too much on. So I just measured it out here, and this was really cheap. It was, I think, $5 or $6. And then always use coupons too. That would be a big suggestion today, is always use coupons at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. You can always get 40-50% off. So this project altogether, if you already have a glue gun, is probably about $15. So not bad at all. So I just add a little bit of hot glue gun. I wrap the ribbon all around. Make sure that I have it measured real nice. I was gonna do a bow, but I thought that might be way too much, especially with the butterfly feet, because you don't want to take away from that. And so I just get that down real nice, and then I noticed that some parts were sliding, so I just used the hot glue gun just to make sure that it was gonna stay. And I moved my centerpiece because it was giving an inaccurate depiction of what the pot looked like, because those are not the flowers that we're adding in there. So then I'm just going to add a few more dots to get this, make sure it's going to be sturdy. And just one more here, and just a little bit. You really don't need to add a ton. And really, any ribbon will look good. You just want to make sure that the colors go together. And I love purple and pink, so these flowers are perfect. So you just want to, when you buy your bouquet, you really want to just measure, make sure that it's not too high and that you don't cut the stems too low either, because then that doesn't look right. And you can always get fake flowers as well, but if this is a Mother's Day gift or a gift in general, you probably should use real flowers. And then if a flower doesn't look even, just cut it, cut them down. And I would add soil in there too if you're putting the real flowers in. And that's it. That's a perfect Mother's Day gift, or an I love you gift from a child. Enjoy! Thank you everyone for watching. Here's a list of all the items that you'll need to complete this project. A flower pot, any size will do. Like I said, a medium-sized pot would probably work best. 2 different colors of paint that go well together. A paintbrush, a paint sponge, ribbon. You'll want to get the wire ribbon just because it sits nice and it's easier to mold it around the pot. A black Sharpie marker, some paper and pencil. I didn't include that on the list, but that's if you want to practice before committing to making your butterfly. A glue gun and flowers. Thank you again for watching.